All righty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to DuePoint this evening. Thank you for tuning in. I've been getting messages all afternoon from wealth engineers around the country saying they're tuning in with their teams this evening. So we're excited to have you guys. We've got closer to home, Benoni and the Vaal River, a little bit further from home, Nelspruit and the Eastern Cape, all tuning in to watch us live tonight. And I'm excited to have all of you here with us this evening. Yesterday was a huge day. I hope that many of you were there with us. If you weren't, again, jump onto the presentation on our YouTube channel and watch it again. We had an exciting day yesterday here at the office, and it's just amazing to see how DuePoint is starting to impact the South African economy and the lives of South African citizens. And tonight, you're going to spend some time with me as I show you what I showed them yesterday, how DuePoint is the foremost wealth creation company in South Africa today. To start with, understand that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It's important to note we're a 68-year-old insurance company. We're a public company listed on the JSE. We're licensed with the FSCA for life and short-term insurance. You are dealing with a homegrown South African company that has been around for decade after decade. This is not something that's blown in from overseas. This is not something new. You're dealing with a tried and tested company this evening. We want you to have that confidence as we start talking about what we do at DuePoint. You heard me say that we're the foremost wealth creation company in South Africa, and we stand by that fact. Today in South Africa, there is nothing like us in the creation of wealth for the average South African. For years now, we have been working on a solution for South Africans who today, whether you accept it or not, are in financial crisis. The average South African today, and when I say average, I mean basically all of us, do not have control over our income. We don't have the ability to increase it in the current economy. We can't ask our boss for raises or suddenly start a successful business. Those are not options for 99.5% of us in South Africa. But at the same time, we don't have the ability to curb our expenditure as we see prices rising every single day in South Africa. 7 petrol price increases up until now, with an 8th one on the cards. A VAT increase for the first time in nearly 2 decades last year. All of this is leading us into an economy where we have no control over our expenditure. How do we match those two? As citizens of this country, how are we going to match our income to our expenditure? Well, a couple of years ago, we started creating what we think is the solution to that problem, and we've spent the last couple of years refining it into what we think is the finest tool today in creating wealth for you. We call it the DuePoint system, and the DuePoint system allows you as individuals to contract with us for the use of this tool. Using the tool, we ask you to do one thing: just connect South Africans to us. This is not one of those things where we're going to ask you to cart products around or sell or make presentations. That's not what this is. Using our technology, we ask you to do one thing: just connect South Africans to us. As you connect South Africans to us, you offer us, the insurance company, the opportunity to sell more of our products, to distribute to more South Africans. This creates greater revenue, and from that greater revenue, we're able to create a recurring extra income for you. You see, in everything else that you've ever done before, you've had to sell something to create the income. When you've sold it, you've received the income, but just once. You've had to then go again the next month and sell it again to create the income again. That is not wealth. It does not change the circumstances of South Africans, and our objective was to create a changed set of circumstances. And so what we do is we use our financial services products that run on debit order systems, automatic debit order systems, that run every single month to create a flow of income into your hands that is there every month, no matter your circumstances. Doesn't matter what day of the month it is or day of the year it is. Doesn't matter whether you're lying in hospital or at work or on holiday. Our systems automatically raise the debit orders and your income comes in. It is reliable, it is steadfast, and it is potentially there for your entire life. In addition, we built the system around the South African circumstance. We know all the reasons why South Africans are tired and unwilling to do anything that doesn't smell like a job. The main reason, as you know, you've already told it to the person who connected you to this presentation this evening, is that you're too busy. I'm too busy for this. I don't have time for this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. That makes you a South African citizen. Because if you told the person you had plenty of time, we'd know you were a foreigner. Every single South African today does not have time. We work hundreds of hours a month in the jobs that we have, and yet our jobs are not making ends meet. They are not keeping up with inflation. They are, in effect, making us poorer every year. Go read what the economists have to say. The economists tell us we earn less today than we did 20 years ago with regard to purchasing power. Folks, we cannot afford as South Africans any longer to waste all of our time, month after month, on something that makes us poorer every single year. We ask now, take a little bit of your time, build it into our system, put it into creating wealth for yourselves, and change your circumstances permanently. Our system takes into account the fact that you don't have time. That takes into account the fact that you may not be a salesperson. Takes into account the fact that you don't want to do these sorts of things that you've had to do in the past. Folks, we've built a system in the South African circumstance for South Africans. In our situation, in our system, that we do not ask you to sell. We do not ask you to cart products around. We ask you just to connect individuals to us. In addition, we have put the technology in place so that you do not have to spend any money on creating wealth for yourself. Too often before, you've probably been to the presentations where they've asked you at the door for money before you've even started. This means you're in a loss-making position before you've made your first cent at wherever that place might have been. Here at DuePoint, you're not charged for the use of our system, for the use of our offices, our people, our software. No part of the DuePoint system is ever charged to you, and yet you will get cutting-edge, latest and greatest technology made better every month for you, so that making wealth is simpler and simpler for you. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get automatic access to all of this. We're in the business of wealth creation. In addition, we don't require you to have any form of education or qualification because you're not selling. You're not advertising, you're not advising, you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not representatives. You are none of these things. You simply connect people through our technology, and therefore every single South African can build wealth through our system. And it means that every single South African is now able to build an asset. That is something that the vast majority of South Africans have never been able to do in our history. What is an asset? An asset is something that is there that produces income for you. Not something where you have to run around and beg people to buy in order for it to produce revenue. No, it produces income for you. In addition, an asset is something that you'll be able to hand over to your children one day, which is exactly what we produce and create here at DuePoint. Your channels of income are assets that can be priced and sold in our system. Your channels of income will be handed over to your children one day, and they will earn the income you created during your lifetime. In addition, they'll be able to take that asset and grow it even further. We are an intergenerational insurance company, and therefore we have created intergenerational wealth for our wealth engineers here at DuePoint, and we've done it in the most convenient way. Your smartphone is now your gateway and your tool for the creation of wealth. Everything you need in the creation of your wealth is now in your phone. We're already there. You simply go to the App Store and download our app. We're in your phone already, no cost. And through that app, if you can click 3 times, you can connect a South African to DuePoint and build your wealth with us. As you do that, our system will allocate these individuals to you, and this platform, this channel of distribution that is yours here at DuePoint will grow and expand across the city, the province, and the country. And then we as DuePoint come along and we do the work. We facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you have created. You're not selling. You're not dragging products around. And yet, through this connection, using our technology, your wealth is born. We distribute this wealth to you in 2 ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every month for every product payment in your channel, that every time that product is paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. Sounds complicated, but it's very simple. You're going to go out, you're going to chat to your friends. They're going to pay for their product, and you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's R55. You're going to get R55 every month for every product payment that's made. You're not going to chase after them to make the payment. You're not going to chase after them to buy again. No, our system will automatically raise those debit orders, and no matter where you are on the day, your income flows in. This is a honest, trustworthy statement that can be made. We are a 7-decade-old listed insurance company. You're not listening to some person from overseas making a promise to you. We have delivered month after month, year after year here at DuePoint an income and a wealth to our wealth engineers. These individuals are not going to sit around. They're going to connect individuals as well to us. And as they do, and they make their product payments again, you're going to get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product payment. If these individuals take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. 3 products, 165 Rand. 4 products, 220 Rand. You are in control of your income. Single connections to us equal an amount of value that you are willing to put the effort and time into. You now have control, opportunity, and potential again, something you do not have outside of the DuePoint environment in South Africa today. I challenge people all the time. I say, come and tell me if that statement's incorrect. Come and show me what you can do that can produce wealth for you at no cost in a reliable, regulated, and controlled environment. Where can that be done? We don't believe outside of DuePoint that that is an option for South Africans today. You may not want just a few 55 Rands worth of income. You may want a lot more, and that's fine. Put the time and effort in connecting the 57 million South Africans that are waiting desperately for this opportunity. As you do that, your channel will grow and expand, and you will earn on every payment, on every point, on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point in your channel. But from the 8th point on, there's no limitation. From the 8th point on, you will always get 4% of 27 Rand 50 for every product payment on every point in your channel where you qualify to earn. This means that you can build a channel that's 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 points big in your lifetime and earn on the entire channel. Hand it over to your children, and they can grow to any size and earn on all the payments on the entire channel. We do not limit your potential at DuePoint. Watch our training videos on our YouTube channel and understand how we have created this intergenerational asset for you here at DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been doing this long enough now to be able to quite accurately and reasonably calculate what you can earn with us here at DuePoint. You may ask the question, as many do, how much can I actually earn? Well, the answer is as much as you want, but how you earn it is going to be dependent on you. We, over the years, have built a tool and refined this tool to the point that there are no obstructions in the creation of wealth here at DuePoint. The only obstruction that we physically cannot remove from our system is you. You will be the only person that either slows, stops, or accelerates the growth of your wealth in our system. As an example, we use a growth rate formula we call 3 + 2. It fits into every South African's lifestyle, no matter how busy you are. What it says is, if you grow your channel, and you can grow it at any rate, but if you grow it at 3 people in your first month, and 2 every month thereafter, well, then we can calculate what your wealth can be expected here at DuePoint. Now, we don't ask much of you. We're asking you just to connect 3 people in your first month and 2 every month thereafter. Not 30, not 40, not 50. We're not asking you to put people in who pay, who don't cancel, who lapse. No, we're just saying keep connecting. If you keep connecting, well, then all the mathematics we've done and of the data we've accumulated over the years, well, it starts to translate into value for you. If you're able to put 3 people in your first month and 2 every month thereafter, well, 6 months down, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year, off of the back of pretty much zero effort. If you're putting 2 connections a month into your business, that means you've tapped your phone 6 times in an entire month. You're really not putting any effort in. If you're able to put more effort in, of course, that 2,500 Rand becomes a lot more. But I know you're busy. I know you don't have time. I know you don't know people. I know you're not a salesperson. We know all of these things. And therefore, we ask you to do just 2 connections a month. And if you can do that after 6 months, on top of your normal salary, because you're not going to quit your job to do this, you can expect every month, reliably, on time, going forward, approximately 2,500 Rand a month. Now, if you can do it for 6 more months, for an entire year, well, then that 2,500 Rand becomes 9 to 10,000 Rand. And that's good money to anybody earning any amount of money. If you could increase your salary by 10,000 Rand a month in the next 12 months, I know you would do it, because 10,000 Rand changes everything. We're in the business of wealth creation. Wealth creation is where circumstances are changed. People have said to me before, Brennan, no, 55 Rand's not enough. I can get 50,000 Rand from this thing in 90 days. Of course, we know that nobody ever gets the 50,000 Rand, but even if we were to put the 50,000 Rand in your hands right now, that money would be gone in no time. And your circumstances would be no different than they are right now. But what if we put 9 to 10,000 Rand a month in your pocket every month going forward? Now you can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can pay off debt. Now we're starting to change circumstances. You have never seen anything like DuePoint. Don't look at it and think it's another one of these things. It is not. What DuePoint is a circumstance changing intergenerational wealth creation tool. If you're able to persist past the first year and to continue to connect 2 people every single month for a second year, well, then that 9 to 10,000 Rand becomes 27 to 30,000 Rand. That's 360,000 Rand a year. Is it worth connecting people to DuePoint for 2 years if you know you can build an income of 30,000 Rand a month? Is it worth the 30,000 Rand when the first 5 or 10 people, or maybe the first 20 people, let you down? They don't pay, they cancel, they don't sign up, they laugh at you or mock you. Is it worth putting 2 years in if you know that after 2 years you're earning 360,000 Rand a year? How have your circumstances changed? If you're able to do it for 3 years, that will become 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. Now you're beyond the earnings of about 85% of the population, and you've done it in 36 months. If you can do it for 4 years, well, then it's up to 60 to 65,000 Rand a month. And if you can give us half a decade, not 5 months, not 90 days, not all the promises they make you on WhatsApp and Facebook and then take your money and you never see anything. No, real 5 years of committed to connecting people to DuePoint. If you can do that, then you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. 5 years and you're earning R1 million a year. 5 years and you're in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. There is nothing in South Africa today, nothing that can produce this for you. Nothing that is genuine. There's lots of promises. Promises from the leaders all the way down to the scamsters. Everybody's promising us, but no one's delivering. Here at DuePoint, we've been delivering for years. Here at DuePoint, we will continue to deliver for years because we're a genuine, homegrown, public insurance company. Put the years in, and everything about your circumstances will be changed. We already have the proof to demonstrate it beyond the maths. On our YouTube site, you will find hundreds of people talking about how they have created wealth at DuePoint genuinely and every month for themselves. Every month we put 1 or 2 of them on stage. Some are doing well, some badly. We show you the whole spectrum. In the last month, we had Peter Kluti on stage, who gave an incredible testimony. Go and watch it on our YouTube channel about how he's building wealth on the side. He's full-time employed. He's a real estate agent. He works hard with his wife, but on the side he builds with DuePoint. And over the last 3 years, he's earned 72,000 extra rands from his hobby income tool here at DuePoint. What would an extra 72,000 Rand have done for you over the last 3 years? How would it have changed your circumstances? We had up on stage Francina. She's been with us for 1 year and 7 months, but for 8 months she was housebound. Her husband had died, and in terms of her culture, she couldn't leave the house. So really, she's been with us for less than a year. And in less than a year, she's created a monthly income stream of around 6,000 Rand a month. What does an extra 6,000 Rand every month do for you? I know people have promised you large amounts of money once off. But what does every month 6,000 Rand do for you in the economy that we have today? And we've done that 11 months. What will Francina do in the next 11 months? Will it be 12? Will it be 20,000? How does it change? She's connected 19 people that have taken up the cudgel and built her channel with her. Just 19 people. Can you connect 19 people? Is 6,000 Rand a month, 72,000 Rand a year, worth 19 connections to you? It's a no-brainer as far as we're concerned. Go and watch the stories. If you say, none of that's enough for me, I need 50,000 Rand a month, I need 100,000 Rand, I need 175,000 Rand a month, no problem. We've got all of those at DuePoint. Go and watch their testimonies. Find them on our YouTube channel and see how people have built life-changing income, life-changing wealth with us here at DuePoint. Now, we create this wealth for you. Before I jump to that, let me tell you there's a second way we reward you too, through our XP Rewards program. It's designed to teach you how to do this business. That's the other thing people say, I don't know how to do this. Fantastic, you're perfect for DuePoint. We'll teach you how to do this. Through our XP program, which has just recently been revamped and made even more amazing, you can now learn how to become successful, learn about the industry, become better equipped without paying a cent. World-class training made available to you. And as you complete the training, as you do the steps in our program, we reward you with what we call XP points, experience points. These experience points accumulate, and as they accumulate and as you grow your channel with us, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. Cash is always what we need. So we reward you with cash more and more as you rank up. And then at rank 5, we give you a set of tools, a whole business kit from DuePoint, the components of which you can buy beforehand, but we'll give you the kit at rank 5. Everything you need, from notepads, pens, backup batteries, clothing, all sorts of things you may want in spreading the message of DuePoint, you get at rank 5. At rank 7, we give you a 20,000 Rand set of imported, custom-made, gold-gilded business cards. Custom-made for you. When you give somebody a card out of a 20,000 Rand set that has real gold in it, they start paying attention. You'll find connecting them to DuePoint much easier. Then at rank 9, for those of you who persevere, who persist, who put the time and effort in and don't let others distract you or let you down, for those of you who get to rank 9, we will take you and your family away every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, for a week in December, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. You will not pay a cent. We pick you up at your house and we return you there a week later. We've been doing it for years. I don't have to give you fake undelivered promises. We can show you the videos, the pictures of the people, a growing team of rank 9s every year that join us on holidays. We've booked this year's hotel. We know where we're going. And the question always is, will you be joining us on this year's trip? Will you be joining us on this year's trip? Well, if you need to make up your mind, if you want to see where we go, then you can see real footage right now. Alrighty. And so every time I watch that video, I go, how come it's only May now? It needs to be November. I want to be going back there. Well, we're going to be going back there soon enough. You know how fast time passes, but we still have 6 or 7 months left in this year. So I ask the question every night, every day, who's coming with us? What is required for you to connect individuals and join us here? How long it takes you to get here is up to you. There's no deadlines. There's no cut-offs. When you go rank 9, you join us. Maybe it takes you 5 months. Maybe it takes you 3 years. It doesn't matter. The question is, will you persevere? That's the word I'm looking for. Will you persevere? Will you put the time in if it means you permanently change your circumstances? At rank 11, we're going to give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not financed through us or rented from us. It's not branded, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's in your name. This is your car because it's a tool that South Africans need to create wealth, and we give it to you. That's 11 of the 28 mapped ranks in our training program. What's in the other 2/3? If we're already up to cars at rank 11, what's in the other 2/3? Will you persevere and find out? Well, that is purely up to you. We create this wealth for you through the distribution of our products. We've got 4 products that we distribute here at DuePoint currently. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan costs 324 Rand a month. For 324 Rand, we're going to give you 2 independent products. Firstly, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand of your 324 every month and we stick it into your investment. And so this product is only 224 Rand actually to you every month. The other 100 Rand is you building an asset for yourself and your family before you've even connected your first person. You'll find something quite unique about our products. Every one of our products is the best product in their category in the market from both benefit, value, and from its design. Ladies and gentlemen, we have created every part of our system from the products through to the software to ensure wealth for you. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For 249 Rand, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter what job you do or how personally risky you are. There is no age restrictions, no medical examinations, and no waiting periods. For 249 Rand a month, every single South African can have 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover with us. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. We believe it's the best funeral plan in the country today. Why? Because of what it offers and its pricing. You get an array of choices starting at 299 Rand a month, where you can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of cover, whether you want 5 or 10 dependents, family members on the plan with you, and you as the policy owner get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when you pass away, we will settle 10,000 Rands worth of your outstanding debt so that your family don't have to. We're not into tents and groceries and airtime. We're into wealth. How do we ensure your wealth and the wealth of your family to come? By making sure they don't have to pay debt when you pass away, included in our Family Wealth Plan. Our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Our Wealth Points Buyers Club is 299 Rand a month to be a member. As a member, you get access to all of our suppliers. Our suppliers that over the years have offered us discounts, prices, packages, account managers, special treatment, all sorts of things you can have, and you can re-engineer your monthly budget if you engage with this product. And we've got videos on all of these products. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go to our website right now, DuePoint.net, and go and watch videos that tell you about everything about these products. And what you'll know and what you'll see is, first of all, there's nothing hidden. And second of all, they're the best in their categories in South Africa today. And so the decision to become a wealth engineer is not just about creating wealth, but also about securing your risk through our products here at DuePoint. In addition to all of this year, in 2019, ladies and gentlemen, we have put forward a challenge to South Africans. South Africans that are sick and tired of their circumstances. South Africans that want change now. We have said, fine, we will offer you change now if you're willing to do the work. You see, nothing comes for free anymore. I know that's our favorite demand in South Africa, is that we get things for free. But unfortunately, there's no economy left for free. What we did is we said, let's put a challenge down. Let's see who's willing to work for change. Our 365 challenge says, in the next 365 days, starting the day you become a wealth engineer, if you can connect 365 people to us, we'll give you the equivalent value at the end of that year of 1.25 million Rand. Will you be getting 1.25 million Rand from anything you do this year? That's a very important question you need to ask yourself. The moment you turn around at the end of this presentation and say no thank you to the person who linked you to us, you need to understand and have counted the cost that you have said goodbye to R1.25 million for this year. Nothing in South Africa today, nothing will genuinely and be able to deliver on it, offer you R1.25 million. That's life-changing value in the next 365 days. Your life will never be the same again if you're able to complete this challenge. What do we know? If you connect 365 people to your first point, we'll give you a check for 365,000 Rand. Those 365 people will build you a channel. We know the mathematics, we can estimate it. That channel will be greater than rank 9, which means that in the next year, you will be coming with us, with your family, on a rank 9 trip. Potentially for the rest of your life if you're able to maintain your channel size. We know that it'll grow past rank 11, which means that in the next year, you'll get your very own brand new car. But more importantly than all of that, we know that your channel will be worth about 40 to 50,000 Rand a month. That's 5 to 600,000 Rand a year. Are you earning 5 to 600,000 Rand a year right now? Well, the moment you say no, understand you've said goodbye to that. You've said goodbye to the only tool that we know of in the country today that can, in the next 365 days, produce for you a lifetime income of more than R500,000. We have put that challenge down this year to South Africans, and we will watch and find those South Africans whose lives will never be the same again as they complete this challenge. Will it be you? Ladies and gentlemen, we have now started running, for our wealth engineers that may not have seen it yet, a brand new Wealth Quest every month now. It will replace the old Wealth Quests. We call it our Achiever Quest. It'll be the same every month going forward now. Our Achiever Quest has been designed to help you complete the 365 challenge, but also it helps you to equip yourself in the creation of wealth. What it says is that if you're able to connect 10 new wealth engineers to your channel in a month, calendar month, first to the last day, and have them pay in that same month, well, then we'll give you a 5,000 Rand bonus. If you're able to do 20 people, we'll give you a 10,000 Rand bonus. If you're able to do 30 people, we'll give you a 15,000 Rand bonus. Every single month going forward. Are you able to make 30 connections a month? That's just one a day. If you're able to do that, you could earn an extra 180,000 Rand a year off of the Achievers Quest, on top of our 365, on top of our XP Rewards program, and on top of our returns program to you. We've laid it all out. It's all on the table. The decision now is whether you will stand up and come and take it off the table. Are you willing to do this work? It resets at the beginning of every month. We're only 2 days in. You've still got an entire month to get your 10, 20, or 30 people in. Some people have asked me today, if I put the 10 in and they only pay 3 months later, does it count? No. You've got to get them in and get them paid in the same month. And then you get the bonus, and it'll reset at the beginning of each month for you. This is a nationwide business. Many of you, as I said at the beginning, are watching us from around the country today. We're going to be down in the Eastern Cape on the 11th of May. That's next week Saturday. Next week Saturday, we are live in Port Elizabeth. We expect to see the whole of the Eastern Cape there. We want to see you there. It's going to be an incredible morning of DuePoint with you there on that day. Tickets are free, but we need you to book them so we know how big a venue to book for that day. Jump onto our website, click events, or click the events button on our app and go and book your tickets and your guest tickets now so we can get that venue size right. We have got less than a week to do this in, folks. Get your tickets booked right now. Plan your accommodation, plan your travel, and get down there. We expect to see not only the Eastern Cape, but people from around the country there as you build wealth in different provinces from your home province. We're excited to see which faces we're going to see there on that morning. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, simplest thing in the world. You're going to go to our website, DuePoint.net. You're going to read, watch the videos, whatever you need to do, click join and apply, and within 3 minutes, you'll be a wealth engineer. Not a single cent having left your pockets this evening. And this evening, you will be able to begin creating wealth for yourself. You're not going to have to wait for any period of time. Tonight, you'll be able to start connecting individuals and creating wealth for yourself in our system. If you want to do more research on us, do it. You'll find it disappointing because I've told you everything about us already this evening. But you can. Go to the JSE's website. Look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's home webpage and look at the financials. We're a public company. Our financials are available for you. Go and see our BEE status if that's what you need. Go to the FSCA's website. Go and look up our life, our short-term licenses, our FSP licenses. They're all there for you to see. you're not dealing with something from overseas. You're not dealing with one of those things. You're dealing with the foremost wealth creation company in South Africa today. And tonight just happens to be the first day of your journey of changing your circumstances and your future completely with us here at DuePoint. If you have questions and concerns, ask the wealth engineers that have connected you this evening. If you have questions they can't answer, we have a client service a team that is available from Monday to Friday from 8 until 5. Give them a ring. They can answer any one of your questions. The rest you'll find on our website. You'll find extensive videos about DuePoint on our YouTube channel. And of course, you can find us and follow us on our Facebook page where we post every day so that you can see how we're building wealth in South Africa today. Ladies and gentlemen, think carefully about your decision this evening. We look forward to creating wealth with you, and we look forward to seeing you pick this tool up this evening. Have a great evening. We'll be live again tomorrow at 12:15 and it's Saturday at 10 o'clock. Thank you. Good night.